Does a person plan to go to hell if he commits suicide?
For the longest time, the automatic answer was yes. But that answer is based on logic, not the Bible. Nowadays, the automatic answer is no. But that answer is based on compassion, emotion. Your opinion, my opinion, the world's opinion doesn't matter. What really matters is what God says in His Word. First, the obvious. Suicide is bad. In the Bible, God values human life. And to take your own life is devaluing what God created. And you don't have the right to take it away. Only God has the right to take away your life. By the way, sacrificing your life for someone else is not suicide. Sacrificing your life for a greater cause is not suicide, it's martyrdom. And going to fight in a losing battle is not suicide, it's courage. I'm talking about suicides that make you question his eternal destiny. Some people call it the unforgivable sin. By the way, if you want to know what the unforgivable sin is, click here. But suicide is not the unforgivable sin. Secondly, what determines eternal destiny? Whether he committed all full sins or not, or whether he had a chance to repent? Ephesians 2:8 and 9 indicates that God's love is based on faith in Jesus Christ, by grace. So it's not about what sins you committed. And Romans 8:38 indicates that even future sins can't separate us from the love of God. So if you have faith in Jesus Christ, all past sins and all future sins have been forgiven. But the reason we give suicide a special case is because we're judging a person's heart by his actions, which we are called to do. But are we judging correctly? What is the state of mind of the person committing suicide? We are judging that he is thinking that, oh, I have nothing to live for. No one can help me, not even God. And I have no other option but to take my own life. And so he commits suicide. If we have judged correctly, then he is not putting his hope in Jesus Christ. And thus, he will end up in hell. But is this judgment correct all the time? Or even most of the time? What if a legit Christian was overexcited or maybe led to a wrong theology and commits suicide because he can't wait to see Jesus right now? I mean, that's still sin and very foolish. But this fool is forgiven and he's welcomed into heaven. Or what about this? This really happens. What if his judgment is impaired? I'm not talking about if he's a Christian who gets high on drugs and he jumps off the roof. I mean, that's not suicide. I'm talking about due to a mental illness, his judgment is impaired. He's overcome by a severe depression or anxiety that's there because of chemical imbalance. Without a background in psychology, I can't properly judge his heart. If truly he is saying, there's no one I can trust, I'm taking my own life, there's nothing I can look forward to, then yeah, he is going to hell. In legit, legal, real cases, a mentally ill person cannot legitimately be held liable for killing someone. Now, what if he kills himself? Was he thinking, I can't trust Jesus? Or was he thinking anything at all? Is he responsible for that action? As I told you before, we have to resort to logic, because the Bible never says suicide equals hell. But let me show you one example in the Bible. In 1 Kings 19:4, Elijah says, Lord, I've had enough. Take my life. Yes, Elijah was frustrated, but he was stressed out to the max. I mean, he just ran from Mount Carmel to Jezreel, which is 24.6 miles. Having run the marathon myself, I can assure you, at some points, you just want to die. And then afterwards, people want to take his life. Okay, he's hungry, he's tired, he's thirsty, he's exhausted, everyone's against him. And then he says, Lord, just take my life. And if he took his own life, we might even say he wasn't mentally all there. He was way too exhausted to think straight. So was he thinking, oh, I can't trust in God? No! I'm just saying that suicide doesn't automatically mean that someone doesn't trust in Jesus. So bottom line, what do I think? I think most people who commit suicides don't have faith in Jesus. That's why they don't have any hope for continued living. But I can't say that's the case for all cases, especially where mental illness is involved.